Bro, I really like the way you're doing your hair. It really suits you.
Thanks. I
You look
actually
like I don't know if it's the lighting, bro, or you're doing some skincare routine, but you're looking good. Like I'm not
most
lazy.
most Asian girls they like this kind, you know. They like the
Yeah,
bangs.
yeah.
But in the summer, it's just they're very like sweaty and itchy.
Bro, you kind of look like the guy from Squid Game. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I
The
know.
guard?
But he's like 20 years older than me.
Just just the way you have your hair.
Oh,
Do you know who I'm talking about?
yeah. Do you want to play the card of
Yeah, yeah.
bro? I know every reference already.
Wait, where? I'm trying to find a photo of him. Yeah, this guy. Dude, you are a spitting image of this guy.
I have a game. You if you wanna play.
Yeah. Let me send it in chat. Tell me that ain't you right now.
My audio quality is good. Yours are crispy.
Yeah, yours is good. I'm using
Oh wow.
a little bit.
I'm just using the MacBook. It doesn't look like it.
No, your stuff's good. Oh, I am.
You're sick,
Bro.
I'm sick.
Yeah, I'll see. Sick. You're looking sick. All right, bro. Let's
Oh, wait. Have you noticed that basically the black English is the opposite of white English? You know what? Hey, you up for that? And in black English, yeah, I'm down. Are you down for that?
true. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Are you up for that? I would never say are you down for that.
Yeah.
Or maybe. Yeah. Ah, bro, how's New York?
It's good. It's good. I actually am in the final stage of finishing my second novel. Like I will say the long novel, the short novels doesn't really count. If you look at the Chinese characters, it's about 120,000 Chinese characters. In PDF pages is about almost 300.
I am very ignorant on the Chinese language. One Chinese character would equal how many English characters?
Generally, it's way more condensed. So if you look at the spacing, I'll say Chinese take about one quarter of the room that of English language.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Bro, do you do anything for skincare or just Asian genetics?
That's Asian genetics. I've only used soap in my entire life.
So lucky, bro. Did you ever go through like an acne phase?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, probably are around my forehead, but that's that.
Yeah, okay. Nice. Lucky, blessed. Blessed, bro. How is New York?
It's good. It's summer weather, but I rarely go out. I would say I go out like once every 3 days to get some fresh air. Rest of the time,
You're
I'm
locked in.
yeah,
You've just been writing.
yeah, a lot. That actually that is way more consuming than I had thought. Than I'd like. Yeah,
Are you
I
using AI? What are you writing about? Like,
100 hours already. It's like my personal like somebody's watching this podcast, so I cannot say that. It's about like my trip in traveling. Yeah.
okay, your trip's traveling. Is it meant to be read by other people or is it just more like a journal?
If I want to publish that, I need to do another revision to delete all the privacy names.
So is it like a bibliography, just like a recounting of what you've been doing?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dating.
interesting. Do you find you pull any lessons or like things get more clear as you go back and sort of, I don't know, recount and write down what you've been doing?
Yeah, like say, let's say just for dealing with approaching girls, right? How to deal with their dating. So the points, like the general rules, logic are all in English, but for this novel, it's in the story format, and apparently, human species will learn through stories.
That's interesting, bro. That yeah, that kind of makes me want to rewrite because you live a lot of life, but you never go back and evaluate the, I don't know, the lessons that you learned over what you've just done. And I find I make the same mistakes over and over and over again, or I get stuck in the same thought patterns over and over and over again, Was if you went back and wrote it down and recounted it, I don't think you'd do that.
If I want to pass down my legends, quote unquote, it has to be in the format of stories.
Yeah.
Just look at Andrew Wilkinson, right? Look at his it's all he's not never tried to teach you a lesson by giving you like bullet point rules. He's distilling everything through stories.
Bro, look at the greatest storyteller of all time, Jesus
Right.
Christ.
Yes.
He never the Bible isn't a list of rules, it's a list of parables and stories.
Yep.
And that became the biggest religion in the world or the most influential ideology. And it's not what you just said is so true. It's all stories. Yeah. And same with the biggest content creators. It's all stories. Like Alex Hormozy's stories. Dude, we
Yep.
have lots to talk about and just like things that have been going on.
But I would say that the novels are extremely painful to write. You need basically 4 times writing each one. The draft, the filling, the first revision, the second revision. It's painful.
Do you use AI at all?
A lot to help me
Yeah.
find similar words, vocabularies. And in Chinese, there's modern Chinese and traditional Chinese, and we also have a lot of very strictly followed format rules for certain various formats of poetries. So I would need AI to write that.
You what AI using ChatGPT, Claude?
Perplexity first, and then it's the ChatGPT if I don't get a good answer from Perplexity.
Interesting.
Oh,
Interesting.
this line is on my list. ChatGPT 5 sucks ass, bro.
Oh, dude, I thought that as well. And I thought that before like everyone else.
Yeah, before everyone's
But
hating on it, like the trend, yes.
and at first I thought it was because ChatGPT 4 definitely glazed you a lot and it was like it kind of self-reinforced no matter what you were saying. Um, but I think ChatGPT 5 sucks because it's like
Yeah.
it's almost like talking to a HR manager and they are pissed off at talking to you. It's so blunt and curt. I think it's gotten better, but especially on release, it was just like this, like, it was like a chatbot that in every response, I felt like it didn't want to be talking or didn't want to be doing its job. And it's like, I don't,
Give me a one-liner response all the time, which has everything to do ever.
which, like, imagine the way I use AI is like back and forth. It'd be like having an intern or someone to, like, bounce ideas off of. And, imagine your intern is just giving you one line, like, really blunt responses. It'd be like, "Fuck you." Like,
Yeah, yeah.
"What's wrong with you?"
And
So
usually I would need 10 different suggestions, right? Even though I told it, "Hey, give me 10," it always still gives me one back for no reason. I don't
no,
know.
bro, yeah. I think it's gotten better, though. They've done something or they've dialed it more
Yeah.
chill.
But apparently the entire tech community was hating on it.
Oh, dude,
Um,
on, Reddit was hating it, YouTube was hating it. Yeah.
it's the equivalence of all the techie guys realize they're dating the same AI girlfriend, like epiphany moment. Like they have lost the one in the movie Her.
Yeah, dude, exactly, yeah. I know a lot of, like, people that just chat to ChatGPT all day were, like, heartbroken when it went from 4 to 5 because it stopped glazing them and, like, they couldn't talk about their breakups and, like, shit like that because it was just giving the most dry blood. That's kinda funny.
Yeah. Personally, since I don't do any like deep AI research, I couldn't tell on that side how much better it has gotten.
Yeah, yeah. Alright,
Bali,
let I have a few topics I think we can do. We could do Bali, I can go to
let's
Bali.
let me preface the Bali one because I saved this one liner because you told me your first impression of Bali was pretty bad. So I was gonna text you this, but I actually write down so I can like tell you here on a pod.
Okay.
Ready? A fool complains about a torn pocket. You want to finish the sentence?
Wait, say that again. A phone can play?
A fool complains about a torn pocket.
I
You
don't
wanna
know the end of it.
oh, you don't know? You
No,
do it.
I've never heard this.
We think the same.
A fool complains about a torn pocket, a master fixes it? I don't know.
No, a wise man uses it to scratch his balls. I was trying to cheer you up on the body
You
situation.
ain't never I would never have got that in a million years. Oh. Yeah, okay, so Bali. The reason I wanted to go is many people told me because I like Thailand, I like the island life, Bali was the next place. And things I didn't like about Thailand, it being that it skews kind of older, but the average age in Rai Naihan, it's got to be like 40 or something. Mhm. Um, and that's not a lot of people. And it seemed like Bali would fix both of those problems. So I had a 2 week thing. I booked 2 weeks. I did it all last minute. Um, Let me preface everything I say about Bali by I don't think I experienced enough to give a fair perspective on Bali because, like, I spoke like, if you summed up every single person I spoke to what, like 30 people total. I stayed at 2 locations. I went to like 3 different gyms. So it's like, that's like 0.0001%. So just because I had a bad experience in these places, does that mean it's bad? Like, because here's why I say that. I've been to Thailand enough times that there have been many 2 week stretches that if I'd stayed in a specific place in Thailand and that was my only impression of Thailand, I'd be like, Thailand sucks. Like, I cannot stand Thailand. But I've been to Thailand enough times, so it's like you need to experience so much more of it to have a fair enough impression. With that caveat out of the way, you know, you
Er,
find
in statistics, we call it the sample size is not large enough to give a significant conclusion.
exactly, exactly. But that doesn't mean I can't come to a conclusion based on regular experience. Um, So landing there, the airport is very old compared to Thailand. The visa process is extremely frustrating. Huge lines at the airport. It's very old. You have to like log into these like a computer from the 1990s and fill out some random thing. And there's multiple lines you have to stand in. So immediately, airport experience kind of sucks. Um, there's Bali's definitely a lot more built up than last time I was there, like 15 years ago. It seems like it's gone through what Thailand has gone through to a degree. But like every time we stopped at like traffic lights, like poor people would run up and start banging on the windows and start begging for money, which is just like I don't know, there's a lot more apparent poverty everywhere, which I didn't expect. The roads are super dirty and like trash everywhere, graffiti everywhere. Which is, bro, it reminds me of Thailand 15 years ago, before Thailand like really got cleaned up and like it feels like Thailand was just on this huge upwards curve because like you don't get the people begging by your car and like a lot of the streets are clean. Um, I stayed in Canggu, then Uluwatu. The traffic is fucked, like almost Bangkok level bad. It seems like they built the infrastructure and then an influx of people have come and it like the road just cannot handle it and it's extremely unpleasant to drive anywhere. I didn't even rent a scooter because I was walkable to everywhere, but I wouldn't have even if I could have because like it was just unbelievably fun. It would be like driving
So
around in
wait,
Bangkok.
like both.
Yeah, bolted everywhere. So,
Right.
um, the positives, crazy food selection, the cafe scene and like different cuisines you could get are crazy. The gyms were really high quality, and lots of people around. Every Indonesian person I met was incredibly lovely, very similar to Thai, super welcoming, extremely nice. Um, the like people I met there though, I had the impression that there'd be a lot of digital there are a lot of digital nomads, but I don't know why I thought there'd be like a higher level, like a lot of killers out there. I found the exact opposite, that there was a lot of broke people, a lot of people that weren't making any money that just quit their job and flew to Bali to work things out. Okay, like I don't think I'm that high level, but in almost every circle and person I was talking to, it felt like I had at least worked out a lot of the digital nomad stuff. Like a lot of people were asking me like how I was making money and like how I was doing things and like they were shocked at what I was doing.
Mhm.
And almost everyone I spoke to was like they were trying to work out how to make money online and I had moved to Bali for that, which wasn't what I went there to
Yeah,
do.
that's kind of a red flag. 'Cause you always want the smartest you know, you never want to be the smartest person in the room. You always wanna
Exactly, bro. I wanted to feel like a small fish in that I wanted some, like, I don't know, people doing because I know a few people in Bali doing, like, crazy money, and I wanna feel like the small fish and, like, I'm not doing anything as, like, extra
for
motivation.
you, it's, Blake Anderson, Zach Yadagari.
Yeah, like, people like that would be sick, bro.
Yeah.
But I yeah, looking back, it's kind of stupid to expect that just you'll randomly run into these types of people. Naturally, types of people like that are gonna be extremely rare, and I think you can only meet them online and, like,
Mhm.
because they 'cause they're
Correct,
'cause they're so rare.
correct.
And like 90% of people, no matter where you go, are gonna be the low level because they're just more low level. I don't mean low level in derogatory. I just mean it as in like they've just started being a digital nomad. They don't know how to make money online. They've never made money online. They just moved from their country. Like Bali's their first stop, that kind of thing. The other thing I didn't like is the stereotype of like the influencer, like wannabe Instagrammer thing. I thought was gonna be a wrong stereotype, but it is so true, bro. The amount of tripods at the gyms I was going to and, like, I felt unfit in Bali, which I guess was a good thing. Like, dude, people, like, they say the entry fee to Canggu is a six-pack, and that is 100% true.
Wow!
Yeah, dude, it was unreal. Um, but the gym I was at, the people I was talking to was super pretentious. Like, that was the
Like
vibe I was getting.
like Los Angeles, the influencer culture.
Yeah, dude, what I imagine Los Angeles is like, was 100% like that.
Everything is cloud-based. Whom do you
But it
know?
was like what I hate is when people are pretentious with, like, no reason to be pretentious. Like, you're broke living in Bali and you have a few thousand followers and you think you're better than other people, and it's like, I hate that kind of, like, feeling, and I have never got that from people in Thailand, but I was getting it constantly from people in Bali.
Uh, do you remember in Phuket, we went to a meathead gym? Like, all
Uh,
those people when we first check out
yeah,
the gym.
I do remember that. I do remember that.
All those people inside,
Like,
the gym owner was said hi to us. Dude took a actually,
it was
they were very
not
chill.
at all. Yeah. So
They're the humble,
that guy.
big guys. Humble
And that
enough.
place, yeah, come train with me. Oh, not that vibe at all, bro. So,
Wow.
um, dude, the type of vibe was like, imagine UK guys that are like almost look like they've been fake tanned. They have like blonde highlights in their hair. They have what's it called when you get your teeth done?
Grill?
No, the like
Porcelain?
yeah, like the
Like,
porcelain white teeth.
okay.
It looks super fake, and they have like a tribal tattoo on their arm. It's like is that and they're, like, filming themselves doing all their sets and stuff. Bro, and I say all this, like, even though I have a fitness Instagram and sometimes I film myself, but there's other people in Thailand I've met that do that, but they go about it in a non-pretentious, like,
Huh.
I don't know. I didn't fuck with the vibes, that kind of vibe. Um, oh, dude, here's the other thing. I got Bali Belly my first week
Yeah.
in the first place I stayed was a guest house. And even speaking to all the people there, exact same kind of they're all incredibly nice, but they're all semi broke and had just moved to Bali, didn't really know how to make money. And I was uh, like they're lovely people, but not my kind of vibe. I got food poisoning and I only ate at like Westernish, like, okay, I'm getting lost with how many things. Bali was more expensive than even Sydney, and Sydney is one of the most expensive places to stay. I did book everything last minute, but accommodation and food was Sydney prices, if not more expensive.
Jeez.
So I know. So I'm paying expensive money eating. I still got Bali belly. So, uh,
Gentrification.
dude, crazy food poisoning. The second week, since I was food poisoned, I was like, I'm just gonna book the nicest place I can find. I booked a place. It cost 1,500 USD for a week in Bali. It was the most expensive place I could
How
find.
much?
Uluwatu, 1,500 USD for 1 week.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
That's normally what I pay for a month in Thailand for a nice place. Anyway, came to this place. There's a new villa.
Uh-huh.
My first night I stayed there, the master bedroom had like a detached outdoor bathroom. so it was outside, but the sliding door from the bathroom to indoor had like this huge gap in between. So essentially, the villa was completely like, yeah, detached to the outside. So anything could get in. And then at night, there were like 200 mosquitoes in my room, and I got fucking raped by mosquito, and I can't do anything because there's a huge like gas in the building. So, dude, I took photos. I have all these bites down my arm and my back when I was covering my face, and I was like, "This is fucked." I booked the most expensive place I could find. Really, dude. Yeah, I was like, I couldn't do anything. So, literally that night, the first night I stayed in that villa on the second week, I was like, I'm already still somewhat sick. This place, I booked the most expensive place I could find. This place sucks, and I'm getting destroyed by mosquitoes. I don't know if you've heard of dengue fever, but it's like Bali special. Mosquitoes in Bali carry this like really bad blue fever thing. And so I was like, I've been bit like 200 times on my first night. The chances I'm going to get sick are astronomical. And I was like, I'm so over the shit. So I pulled my flight 1 week earlier, and I left, like 6 hours later. I just got on the first flight back in because I was like, "I'm already sick. There's probably a high chance I'm gonna get sick from all these mosquito bites," and then I did, and I've been eating for the last week. So yeah, I got like really bad. Dude, I haven't been sick for like over a year. I can't remember the last time I was this sick. Uh, so yeah, so I got sick twice really badly. I booked the most expensive villa. The people I didn't really mess with. So anyway, the best positives come out of it. Indonesian people are fantastic. The food, besides for getting food poisoning, was good. And I'm just glad I know Bali now. It's like it was really the last place that was kind of a question mark in my mind. That was like,
Right.
is it better than Thailand? Like, would I prefer to live there over Taiwan? And I have seen enough to know resoundingly no.
Mhm. He's not weird.
Let me back this up with a few people. Peter Levels, I got ChatGPT to pull up all the things he said between Thailand and Bali, and he constantly says Thailand beats Bali in every single metric besides the network ability. But that is a no one place is going to have everything you want, and you are just going to have to make one compromise. The compromise I'm willing to make is networking is harder in Thailand. So be it. I like everything else in Thailand. I like fitness.
Dax.
I like,
Just use Dax, man.
dude, exactly. I'll meet the people online.
Yeah, please keep going. Sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt.
infrastructure, the beach is better, the food is better, the gyms are better. I like the type of people that go to Thailand more. The
Mhm.
visas are better. The visas are way better. I like the food better in Thailand. Thailand has set way too high a bar, and I've come to the conclusion I don't think anywhere will beat it. So I think later in the year, I think Naihan is gonna be my kind of base. I really, really, really like Naihan.
Have you checked out the northern Thailand? I'm talking about the tropical forests like Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai.
No, but people have told me that. I wouldn't mind going there for like a week or two.
Yeah,
I've heard there is like a good digital nomad scene, but it's like is I like the island vibe way too much, bro. I like living
I
by the
agree.
beach.
For me, it's very hippie oriented, you know, with a
Oh,
henna
really?
tattoo and ear piercing. Yeah,
In like Chiang Mai.
a very spiritual
Oh,
circle.
okay. Like kind of like Ubud. It sounds like
What? Kind of like what?
Ubud in Bali is like the spiritual hippie
Oh,
mountain kind of place.
that's
So yeah. What was your impression of Bali when you went?
I couldn't remember. It's more than 6 years ago. It
Okay.
was good. I remember I went there in autumn, so they were harvesting the wheat, and I was helping out during sunset.
Cool.
The
That's
right
cool.
was, and actually, I have a pretty weak stomach as well. So like annually, I travel between U.S. and China. The first week, it doesn't matter which country. The first week arrive in China or arrive in US, I got water poison. I think it's the microbiome or whatever in the water that gives me diarrhea for the first week. On and off.
Bro, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't necessarily think it's the
The
like
dirty, yeah,
eating bad food or like
area. Yeah.
yeah, it's like uncooked food. I think it's your gut biome is just not used to whatever
Yes.
bacteria or biome is in the new place. Because I used to get it when I went to Thailand, but then like maybe in the last 10 years I don't get it. And I think it's just because you get used to it after a while.
I've
So
been
yeah.
I've been extremely like a fit for the first like 23 years of my life until like a couple years ago I started to get spring allergy, which is insane to me. I don't understand how possible like I never had but just suddenly developed. Apparently that
Weird, bro.
happened to many Chinese people on their fourth or fifth year here. I mean, yeah, pretty much. And from my research, allergy is your body overreacting to something that's completely harmless, like say peanut milk, right? And I
Mm.
think it's happened the same. Some whatever small germ in the water like make your body overreact, even though it's not that harmful. Hypothesis.
No, I think there's something to that, and it's not necessarily bad food. It's just you're not used to it food.
Did,
But I have a few other things.
yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Did you get to talk with the surfing people?
Um, Not necessarily anyone. I was talking to people that surf, but I wouldn't necessarily classify them as surfing. The beaches I weren't actually impressed at all by. I thought they were kind of mid.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I have a few different parts. Unless you want to talk about something specific, I have a few topics we could cover.
Bali.
First of all, oh yeah, done with Bali.
Okay. Well,
Not about Bali.
I think one last thing about Bali is the dating prospect you haven't mentioned.
Oh, there were a lot of super attractive girls. Um, I don't know. I wouldn't. I think if you're unhappy in a place, it would make it extremely hard to date there because, like, I didn't feel like going out. I didn't want to go out. Um, I didn't approach many girls in like a romantic setting. I spoke to people at the gym.
Oh,
Um, Tons of super attractive girls. So, like, dude, people were extremely fit. That was probably the most impressive thing. It's definitely a fitness mecca. Um, like even more fit people than in Naihan, and I'd say Naihan is a very like fitness focused place as well.
gotcha.
Bro, what I think has to be done, I need to go to Naihan and then put it on the map for like younger entrepreneurs and just get a few flow through people. I just need to put it on the map because, dude, it beats Bali in every work.
Mhm.
Um. Anyway, enough with Bali. I have a few things we could talk about. I want to talk about App Mafia. I want to talk about Alex Hormozy's book launch. Even talk about that. And I want to talk about I want to talk about consumer apps, but I guess we can talk about that under the scope of App Mafia. But was there anything you wanted to specifically touch on?
Yeah, a couple. We have, I got a couple quick ones. If you wanna get
Before
well,
that, what is your plan now? Are you still just staying in New York, chilling?
so starting next month, I wanna explore, because got the subscription for the Rourke to develop iOS apps already. I would just wanna play around with it.
What is that? Rock.
It's like Cursor. It's a boat, windsurf. It's an AI coding app,
Is it
specifically for
like
iOS.
oh, so you're making like messing around with like consumer
Correct.
apps. Dude, that's so weird because I have been wanting to like that's front of mind for me, even though I shouldn't be doing it. That's like the number one thing I want to be messing around with is just like playing around with these tools.
And like Sam Altman put it, like we are in the golden age of building apps using.
The fast fashion SaaS or something era is what he said. Um, Bro, let me like juice you a little bit. Click on this link.
Oh, Desmond, I know him.
You know him? He's the
Nice app founder, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So he's doing 500K a month now on that app. Isn't that crazy?
He's the younger version of Pedro Levels.
Desmond?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's I like
Good.
that he's building in public. It's cool.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that I've been following these guys. He did it in a year as well, which is super impressive with not
Yeah.
that much
It is.
experience. Um, Yeah, I wanna mess around with the consumer app. I really like his app idea because I am the perfect avatar for an app like that. Uh, and I dude, watching that app Mafia launch and the things, like, have a long onboarding process, have a very simple, like, value proposition, it doesn't seem that hard. Just how hard is teaching yourself how to make a app?
I hope I don't know. You said you don't want to spend that much time playing around, right? Around consumer apps.
Oh, no, I kinda do. I wanna mess around and, like, even
Same.
even if it doesn't lead to anything, I just think it would be a good learning.
Same. We can keep each other accountability.
What would you build? Or you just mess around with it?
Just playing around. Mm. I have a couple in mind, but I want to build them out first to test the water.
Give me just run through a few ideas.
For like for an app for for females to find their dream man. 6 feet, finance, blue eyes. Because
That,
they believe in horoscopes and whatever luck, fate, the secret, like you get what you wish for, very voodoo, vague stuff, and I can condom.
super viral, like, super viral idea because it's very controversial, an idea like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
And,
but yeah.
you know the T app that got leaked?
Actually, during my podcast with the Chinese guy I sent you, we discussed the T app. We went over the biography of the founder, the whole leak situation, how people make fun of all the females.
Yeah, well, the app you just said is very up that same, like, alley. Bro.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go.
I I wrote this. We can go to a couples therapy. I literally get away with it, even telling the therapist our sexual frustration. I I saw
Where did that come from?
because I saw a meme. Oh, first date ideas. You guys go to a consultation with a marriage counselor, even though it's your first date, and get away with it. This is a fun thing.
That would be pretty funny.
All right. Second point is universities are just drop shipping brands. They don't have the best education. They only take in the smartest kids in the world and put them together. They later on attribute all the successes to their own education.
True, bro, that's interesting. Yeah.
Drop shipping. It's only a brand.
Yeah, bro, it's definitely not the education that makes them smart.
Yep.
If you put the best of the best in a community with each other and just gave them free time, they'd probably come up with just as good, if not better things.
Especially, I heard that all Ivy League school courses are available online. Like you can go study. In fact, you can join like a lot of the classes. You just don't get a diploma.
But I made a reel about that. Do you remember? They put Harvard online, MIT, Yale.
Uh, all I have to know.
But yeah, um, it was a rip of a, yeah, viral Twitter thread or something.
I spent about 20 hours digging into this guy called Justin Sun.
The
He
Twitch founder, right?
nope, he's the founder of Tron. In the blockchain community.
Oh, dude, yeah, he's like a multi-billionaire, like crazy rich.
Yeah, he's a one hell of a character. Yeah, he's did a very deep analysis on him. Very respectful. I like him a lot, even though he's getting as much hate as Elon. But again, when it comes to hate, I've got a beautiful quote for you. Ready?
Let's hear it.
Your boos mean nothing to me. Want to finish it?
I've seen what you cheer for. Cheer.
I was finish it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Very true. Um, to touch on that, I've completely like gone backwards on personal brand and making content and getting views and stuff. I've completely 180'd on it. And I've deleted Instagram and TikTok because I think after having grown a brand and getting a lot of views and likes and attention and stuff,
Mhm.
it makes me more grossed out by what gets likes and views. And it's like, now that I know how easy it is, I think it's so unimpressive, and I'm so unimpressed by people that can grow accounts. Um, and it's such a waste of time, bro. Like the things I see online that get likes and views is like, I think it's so stupid 90% of the time. Even a lot of the stuff I post, I think it's just garbage. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I might do something with it in the future, but that experiment I would say is kind of over.
Again, I think every you have to realize or remind yourself on a daily basis. All of those things you do are eventually going to dust. Like you have to pick carefully what game you play.
So true. And the fact I haven't been able to find a way that I want to monetize that Instagram and all the views I was getting. If I had a consumer app or something, maybe I'd keep pushing it.
Uh-huh.
Um, but the two things that I think I could sell on that page are coaching people. That's what
Mhm.
people have asked for, and like fitness stuff, something to do with like 75 hard or whatever. And the other thing is how to grow on social media. And I don't want to do either of those things. I don't want to teach people because I think they're both like there's enough fitness coaches in the world. I'm also not that into fitness to teach other people to do it. I just care about fitness for myself. And
Yeah.
I don't think, bro, teaching other people how to grow on Instagram is like, uh, it is a skill, but I don't think it's a useful skill. And I don't think it provides that much value to the world that I want to be teaching people. Maybe that's just me coping.
No, not
I
at
don't
all.
want to do it.
Like this, I work at him from Cow AI. He specifically said more than 20 times. So somebody calling you?
No. Oh, is there? No.
Okay.
Can you hear something?
I hear your dog.
I don't have a dog.
Oh, is your probably your mom? She's leaving the house.
Um,
Your sister?
yeah, you can hear that. Damn.
Huh.
That's like two rooms over.
But anyway, Blake Anderson from Cal AI, he's basically said more than 20 times he would never sell a course. Now he is, and the whole his followers are kind of hating him on that.
Okay, let's talk about the ad mafia thing.
No, not yet. I have a couple more like smaller things. Can
Okay.
we go through? Another thing is when shopping e-commerce, I have this question, right? So I promise I will not give a return, right? Like on Amazon, everything is free return for 14 days or something. Can you make a cheaper price for the people? Why nobody's using this pricing model? It's a big win for both parties.
Wait, why are you saying why don't people sell prices cheaper than prices on Amazon?
No, so for any product on Amazon, it's always almost always like refundable, right? What if now for like clothing is what like 50% return rate, for female is 70% return rate, for other items is like 10-20%. What if I promise I forfeit the right to return your item in exchange for a lower price? Why nobody's pricing like that? I asked the AI about this. Is a Oh, is the conversion rate will be lower, the trust, the regulation, none of which are satisfactory. I don't know how or why.
I don't know. That has never crossed my mind, and I don't think it's a big enough lever in as many people's mind to like I wouldn't be more compelled to buy something if there was an option to not return it for a cheaper price. I That would just make me suspicious. I'd be like, are they trying to sell me some bullshit? Like,
Because
why is
I
that even an
I
option?
recently spent about $90 on this. It's like they give you a tank of carbohydrates, a CO2, and you can press it into a still water to make it bubbly. And I want to make a return on that. They say, "Fuck, we give a return, just fucking keep it. We don't want it back." And that kind of made me think, like, what's going on here?
That's funny as fuck. Dude, that's kind of a ball. We'll give you a refund. We don't want that shit back.
And don't even bother them now. It's great. The wallet, the aura.
Dude. They know their product is so shit, they don't even want it back. Damn.
Nah.
Uh,
That made me think. And also, did you know that like recently there's in Northern Europe there's this. Do you know what's PNBL model is.
Buy now, pay later.
Exactly. They're this like credit card company. It is valued at whatever $1 billion in Northern Europe, and they're going bankrupt because they what they're doing is, hey, we'll pay you the merchant, and the consumers will pay us on whatever quarterly or monthly basis. And apparently, those consumers they haven't been properly verified or credit checked, so then I'm paying back.
That was one of the biggest companies to come out of Australia, Afterpay. You've probably seen it.
Oh, probably.
Afterpay is like the biggest BNPL, and then they moved to the US or they got bought by Square or something. But they came out of Australia. The founders, probably like an hour from my house. And that's a huge company. And I remember seeing it come up because that was when I was investing in the stock market. But I could never understand it, bro. I don't. It's so popular, but I couldn't ever understand why it appeals to so many people to buy things when you don't have the money right now. That logic has never made
Yeah.
sense in my head.
Not until I graduate from college that I really get to meet people who really live on paycheck to paycheck. They really
Oh,
need to buy that shit like right now, even though they're
crazy,
getting.
bro.
Yeah, I never understood, especially in Asian culture. That is formidable.
Dude, not just in Asian culture. When I worked at the bank as like a debt collector, when you'd call people, their bank history would come up on your screen and you'd be able to scroll through it. And this was everyone living paycheck to paycheck. But the types of things these motherfuckers would buy, bro, it's like they would be subscribed to OnlyFans. Every meal they'd buy Uber Eats for like $50. It was like they just had the worst spending habits of all time. And then they would buy now, pay later that shit as well. So it was like I don't even have they're spending their future money. It's like and there were thousands of these people, bro. It was like crazy.
Yeah. Again, like that's the curse of knowledge. Like what you know is actually like oblivious to the rest 99% of the people. And we do live in a small bubble compared to the
100%. And the people you talk to are probably going to be pretty similar to you. So you can't relate to people completely out of your like sphere of exposure. So yeah.
And the next one I'll chat about is more AI related. You know, the fast food workers, the cashiers, the laborers. I really feel bad for them, and I really do think it's that our responsibility, you and me, as the smart ones, uh, to give these people the dignity to have a better job by using AI and more robotics, machines, computer, etc.
Bro, here's my take on AI. Everyone thinks it's going to take every single job, and I think that is true. It can do every job better than humans, but I don't think it like wipes out and there's mass unemployment and like people just have a ton of free time.
Hmm.
We've already kind of done that. When humans went from like everyone plowing fields and doing manual labor
Hmm.
to the more like white collar jobs we have today,
Hmm.
like 80 or 90% of the work that people do, it isn't real. It's like it's not real shit. It's like
Hmm.
middle manager,
Yeah,
HR stuff, like
yeah,
pushing papers that like have no meaning in the grand scheme of things, but people do it for 40 hours a week. It's like,
yeah.
that shit isn't real. It doesn't produce anything. It has no consequence to the actions of it. So I think that trend just continues. And there's more like of this. I read this book when I was before like doing entrepreneurship or anything, and it's called Bullshit Jobs. And it
Hmm.
pretty much lays out how like 80% of the work people do is nothing. And we could all just work 2 hours a week if we just boiled
Yeah,
it down to the actual productive stuff and we
sure.
could do stuff. But like people make up a bunch of bullshit and like a bunch of like busy work that doesn't need to exist. So I think that just continues more and more until like that's all the work we do is just random bullshit work that doesn't need to be done.
I used to work as a manager and manage this about 10 people team when I was in the blockchain era of my life. And let me tell you, supposedly I'm the PR, the product PM, product manager. It's so stupid. You take consumer feedback, you send incentivizations, you force the tech people to actually build a product, they facilitate. It's all managing are stupid. I'm telling you.
Dude, I agree. I agree. It's the reason I couldn't stand working at the bank because the middle managers that were managing me, They just sat in meetings all day doing fuck all, pretending to be,
That's what
and I couldn't stand it, bro. I couldn't stand it. You guys are doing nothing.
bro, I would take a step further. All the CEOs, right? They what they do? They make decisions, right? All the judges, right? All the politicians, they should all goddamn be replaced by AI.
Well, dude, here's the caveat though. Like 1% of their job is important, but like the other 99% is complete like mumbo jumbo bullshit pretending to be busy and work hard. That should like I wish that could stop because that like bro, you speak to anyone in a corporate job or like an institutional job and like 90% of people are pretending to work or like they really just do nothing and it's like that's just normal. And the biggest feedback I heard of when people left college and started their first job was like, what the fuck do people do all day? Like people don't do anything all day and they're just pretending to work. And I hate that shit, bro.
There,
I hate it.
there's this YouTuber I forgot, but he's from a small European country, whatever, and he got into the European Parliament as a YouTuber.
Oh, Phineas or something?
Phineas, exactly.
Phineas? Yeah.
Phineas, he exposed all the corruption and the basically every single person in this parliament, they're not doing shit. They're just collecting money.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so
From the
true, bro. So
yes, yeah.
fucking true.
All right. At Mafia. Wait,
Yeah.
before. Okay, I want to do a preface into this whole business. Like not this one specific, but a good entry into the topic. So, do you not agree that the best business models for the last 20 years is to have some sort of inflated success in whatever industry, day trading, e-commerce, Amazon, FBA, right? Then you brag to the internet, hey, I made 100K MR, whatever. Even and then you intentionally omit out all the costs, right? You could be spending so much ad money to market that you could be losing 3K a month. But what you actually need is those inflated sales revenue number. Then sell people the courses, sell them the dreams. That's how you really make the money. Isn't that the
Yeah.
best model?
Bro, and I also think the realization I came to this year was the best business model is selling info and selling a digital product online. That is for the effort put in. I think you get the greatest upside and reward out of it. I think it is the best business model ever in terms of lifestyle because it's huge profit margin. You have no team or minimal team, especially with AI, you can have no team. It's super simple. You make social media content and you funnel people to a sales page and then you deliver a digital product. It's very basic compared to like running a restaurant or running e-com or doing a lot of these other more complex business models that have a lower profit margin. So yes, I agree. You need some like crazy. I think the hardest thing to get is proof. You need to be able to prove that you can
Like
eat
they're
or have
fake.
that
Oh,
knowledge.
look at all those day traders, right? They omit out the losses.
Bro, that's where I think info and courses get a bad rep is because there's so much upside. There are a lot of fakers, and yeah, they
Mhm.
like inflate their numbers and
But many people characterize Hormozy as one of those gurus. No, he's a very, very legit entrepreneur. I have nothing
exactly
but
that's the
respect.
differentiation, bro. There are probably a few people where it's like 100% worth. And if they can back up their thing, but it's just education at the end of the day. It's I think it gets bigger as well as like people stop going to university. People still want to learn things and they want to pay for things. We paid $50,000 or whatever the fuck to get a shitty university degree. Imagine
Mhm.
paying 1/10 of that to learn much more specific knowledge to make money in a way better way.
And
That's
and also the business model of Hormozy is private equity, right? He buy those that of 1 to 5 million MR smaller companies, and then he use better techniques to manage to build the system. Then once you pass the MR range of let's say 10, then your multiple goes from 3 to 6. That's how he makes his money. Which I saw a YouTube video of that did an analysis comparison between him and the Gary V Vaynerchuk business model, which is primarily digital marketing only. And that means one of them will become a billionaire and the other will not. Right?
true. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, dude, dude, Hormozy, I think, is one of the rare people. He's picked the perfect business model to make a fuckload of money. He works probably harder than anyone else.
Yeah.
He is also like extremely smart, and it's like these three very rare. um,
Yeah.
character traits, and he's at the middle of all of them. Because like his whole like brand, dude, the fact I think we save it for next podcast, but he did over $100 million on a book launch.
Yeah, I saw that. All
Crazy,
the
bro.
people are, like, saying that number, mind-boggling. And he's not only, like, fit, but look at Goggins, right? He makes money by what?
Mm.
By making guest appearances, by giving public speeches for what, 50K a speech. And Hormozi is not only fit, but he's intelligent of that of ice then. He's great, hardworking.
Okay, bro, that is true. Here's the here's the other reason I don't want to go all in on my Instagram. I don't like people that make fitness their whole thing. I think it just needs to be like you just need to check it off and like it's like checked off and done. I don't like people that make it their
Yeah.
whole personality and it's like encompasses them. Hormozy has a like top 0.001% physique that he could make it his whole personality, but
Yeah.
it's such a tiny part of his thing, but it's like also he just has this like insane level of fitness, muscle, and strength.
What?
It's like
What is not cool. Imagine Hormozi selling a course of his dietary plan, his workouts.
exactly, bro.
How lame that would
Exactly.
be, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So it just makes it even more impressive.
I agree. Respectful.
Yeah. Um, bro, have you read his other two books?
I haven't. Should I?
I've read Leads, and that was a fantastic read. Um, I'll I'll listen. I think before we talk about his launch, because he confirmed he did 105 million. I think we should read Money Models and then do a podcast just on I don't know, speaking about that.
Alright, will do.
I'll bro, I found the audiobook. I'll send it to you. It's only 3 hours, so take an hour and a half if you want to listen to it. Maybe speak about it because I want to know more about his launch and what's in the book before we talk about it.
Yeah,
Back
and
to Ab Mafia, bro. I have no problem, and I think what they're doing is cool. If anyone should be launching a course on building an app, it's those guys. Like that's just a fact. So I don't know why people are getting butthurt. I think it's funny they're being controversial on purpose. And I have no problem. I don't know why Peter Levels and all these money making guys are like throwing up a fuss. I if Blake Anderson has said he's never going to sell a course 100 times and then he turns around and sells a course, maybe that's why it's like going back against your word. But I think they've come to the conclusion that selling digital products is like the goaded way to
yeah,
make money. It's
yeah.
insane.
I saw
This
this
conclusion I've come to, bro. I don't think I want to sell something.
of, of his first name is Brad, I forgot his last name. He's a very good YouTube channel. Do you know him?
He's an app guy.
But no, but he's basically now the marketing for WAP.
Oh, Brett.
Reddish Skorkowski or whatever.
Yeah. I do know him. I do know him.
Okay, so
Wait, are you about to say the tweet that he was like, have noticed on no other
would you rather learn from a college professor that makes 30K a year or some 18-year-old?
bro?
And
Yeah.
actually, I forgot. Like, was it like 30% of the people or 70% of the people still would rather learn from the college guy, which is mind-boggling to me. I should check. So I don't bullshit the
What
numbers.
the hell, bro? Oh, dude.
Yes, majority of I couldn't find him, but he did a pull on X.
What the hell, dude?
Yeah.
Um, bro, if we mess around with these like AI vibe coding things and we really like it, maybe we split that course. I don't know if there is something there. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. But I don't know. I'm interested in it.
Yeah, I'm kinda interested as well. But let me first play around with
Agreed, bro. Agreed.
connected
Because
more.
here's the problem with things like that. I know. Let's say I was like, fuck it, all in on consumer apps. I know. I It's the unknown unknowns right now that it's like I guarantee there's some really shitty things about that business model that completely suck to work on,
Mhm. Mhm.
but that you just don't know yet. As with every single business, and every time you switch and learn a new one, you need to know those things. And I think messing around with like building an app, you would very quickly come to realize the shitty parts about the business model.
Yes.
Because it seems like a extremely fun and like, but like no business models is extremely fun.
Have you seen the graph? Oh, this is amazing. Oh, there's like it's very it's working. And the hormones you said that one of his friends made would do day trading, whatever, makes $50 million a month, and he was really jealous. But as soon as whenever he thinks like that, he reminds of himself that the grass is not greener on the other side. He has so much pain points, so much costs, so much headaches that he just doesn't know yet. As soon as he get into the industry, he would.
Let me tell you my current like focus is you've seen the Crypto Nutshell channel.
Mhm.
The highest earning community on school is Maker School, and it is currently making
Make
okay,
a school. What does that
Maker
community?
School by Nick Zarave. It is currently doing 478,000 a month.
Recurring. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's why subscription is amazing. I
Uh,
couldn't stay.
he also has no employees,
Uh-huh.
and it's something like 90% plus profit margin. I don't know what takes it away. Oh, that's retarded. Bro. So this school, he teaches people how to like do AI automations and then sell it to businesses.
Uh-huh.
My best idea right now to make money like that, I've always just wanted to make 100K USD a month. I think that's like, you're fucking chilling if you're making that. And if you can do it with no employees, as little like complexity and hassle as possible, I think you're laughing. My best idea right now is um Faces YouTube channels. I kind of miss that wave, even though I did that with Jamie Tree and made a lot of money. I even had the proof of that. The next wave, I think, and I haven't seen anyone do it yet, is this AI avatar thing. And the reason I think it's better than the faceless YouTube thing is if there's a face behind a channel, your conversion onto a product or selling them something or a sponsor is way higher. It is way, way higher. And I know that because I've tried to sell things on Jamie Tree, I've tried to convert things on Jamie Tree, and I've tried to convert things on Crypto Nutshell. Crypto Nutshell, when there's a face speaking to you, it's way higher because you trust the person that's talking.
Agree. This all comes down to the now we're in the era of moving from brand names into faces. Look at the Robinhood CEO. Now he's going on podcasts. Every single big tech company, their founders are coming out to podcast, to chat, to talk.
Exactly, exactly. So the HeyGen thing kind of removed the most annoying thing about content creation is actually, let's say I wanted to record a video. I need to go have a shower. I need to put a nice shirt on. I need to set my lighting up. I need to set the mic up, blah, 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 blah. Then I set up the camera and I'm recording. I'm going to stutter and mess up the delivery of a line
Yep.
like
Yep.
1,000 times when I'm doing it. So like a 20-minute video will take me an hour and a half. That's a fucking huge waste of time. And I need to do that every single time I want to record a video.
Mm-hmm.
The AI, HeyGen and 11 Labs, it fixes that, bro. So,
Liberated you.
and here's the third big thing is like, if you aren't born in a English speaking country and English isn't your first language, you're from India, you're from Eastern Europe,
Mm-hmm.
as like good or bad, whatever, your people aren't going to be as trustworthy if you have a strong Indian accent or you have an extremely strong Eastern European accent and and you're delivering a video and you have that strong accent.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like human nature that they don't think you're as intelligent as you are. They're not going to trust you as much. They're not going to listen as much. Imagine Mr. Beast had an extremely strong Eastern European accent. He would be like 20% as big as he is, right?
I saw this meme that there's a AI app plugin that corrects your Indian accent into American ones, and all the comments are like, imagine that scanning these guys will be a
Well, dude, that's fixed now because you don't even need to put your face behind a channel. You can have a face YouTube channel and it can have perfect English because you're using 11 Labs. It can be an avatar of someone else. It can be an avatar of you. And the other thing is the faceless AI YouTube channels get deleted a lot. They're high risk. Like Jamie Tree could get deleted and wiped out. If there's a face behind the channel, it doesn't get wiped out because it's not AI, even though it is AI. So I think there's a huge opportunity here to teach other people how to do this. But before I do that, I need to run the channel up to be making, I think if I could get it to 10K a month, that's enough proof with Jamie Tree, which has done over 1 million in revenue, to then launch a school community. And
Yeah.
then
That would be amazing business model.
do you think so? That
I
well, that's my
well, I don't know.
'cause
Sorry, you noticed that for your channel, I forgot which one. They're dual dubbing already.
is it really?
Yeah, it is. And
Wow,
it's
I
not
didn't
a
know that.
choice you can change it. It's automatically granted to you. So now I can watch your let me see if I can find out.
Jamie Tree or Crypto Nutshell?
I couldn't remember, but I'm pretty sure. Jay.
Oh, the other thing that makes me wanna do this is
Mhm.
both of these channels, bro, they're fully outsourced. I'm not doing any work.
Oh, actually, it's the Jamie tree. I'm not sure about the other one, but as soon as I click open, now I can say, let's say, now I hear the entire.
Damn, that's interesting.
It's just this is the row. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. Um, Bro, the other thing with uh so the other reason I want to do this, I recently, for the longest time, I was still the channel manager for Jamie Tree and I was like making thumbnails and queuing the videos.
Mhm.
I found someone to do it for $6 a day. So they save me like over an hour a day. So that is now completely outsourced. I don't touch the scripts. I don't manage the channel. I don't do anything. I just make sure the employees are paid and then take the profit. And it takes zero time, bro. It's like it's completely passive money. It's crazy.
It's like, bro, where you've been all my life?
The what?
Where you've been all my life?
Dude, yeah, this $6 guy, straight up.
Been all
All
my life.
my life.
Yeah.
So yeah, the
Congrats.
if I can if I can do crypto nutshell and get it to 10K,
Mhm.
I think that is my next play. Also, so when I was like, I should sell an info product with my Instagram page, the value proposition I never thought was there. It's like, pay $99 a month and I'll teach you how to grow on Instagram. It's like, maybe you can see value in that, maybe you can't. With running a AI YouTube channel or running an avatar YouTube channel, I think the value proposition there is super fucking simple. It's like, sign up for 90 days, and if in 90 days you don't get a monetized YouTube channel that's making over $100 a day, like, you get a refund. It's like, it's very fucking like, the value proposition is so in your face. When
Mhm.
you teach other people how to make money, I think the value proposition is so simple. So,
Right.
that's my latest thing I'm thinking up. Good to hear you think this one's good because the last thing I told you, you were like, "No, that's a fucking terrible idea."
You were trying to sell something on your IG community. I forgot.
Yeah, bro. You were like, I was doing 75 hard group and I was like, I'll charge people $40 $1 a day or something.
Here, bro. I still think.
Looking back, what you said is correct. You were like, it's way too much complexity. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, for the money you get, it's way too much effort. And I 100% agree with that looking back now.
You have a constrained rooftop earning and a limited headache.
Oh, dude, just from doing the free group, the amount of headache it was like not worth doing it at all.
All right. Anything else to add? I have one last big one before we go.
No, let's hit it. Let's hit it.
All right. You know, I'm very passionate about fertility way more than you do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, have you seen this artificial womb?
No, I have not.
So, basically, a Chinese company is trying to make, I'm pretty sure it's many years ago, but at least the technology is viable. You've seen those baby goats or lambs. They like only a few months old. They leave a couple other weeks in this water bag with all the
Okay,
nutrients.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen, I've
Very
seen.
cool. So, you know what this means for the future?
No.
The keyword is atomized society. Atomized, atom, like atomized,
Yeah,
individual, uh, particular. What's that word?
party girl?
Particular. I know the name.
Illa?
No, 分子. I know the name molecule, or I know the name in Chinese, but not in English.
Atomized?
Yeah, but let's just atomize for now.
Okay.
Okay, so don't you agree that we're in a highly atomized society thanks to capitalism?
Okay. What do you mean by atomized?
Okay, here's like first, I say, in romance in the future, okay, it will completely be separated into four different parts. The first, the romance, your love relationship is one person. The fertilized egg provider could be another person. The pregnancy childbearing
Uh,
process, the surrogate or whoever carried the baby or the machine could be another person. The rearing the child, the caring, the raising process could be another person. Like,
yeah.
all those are different. You already see the oh, like, my long-term committed relationship is one thing, my fling is one thing. It's all, like, delegated into different people, different expertises, and we are already living that kind of life. We just don't realize that yet. Think about it, like, the people who cook for us, the food delivery, they're completely strangers, and the people who drive our bus, our metros, they're strangers, and the people who make our iPhones, the windows are strangers, and the people who make all my furnitures are strangers. And yeah,
Wait, so is your conclusion that like it's natural that society becomes more atomized and it will only like fertility is the next step of
I'm just
atomized?
saying that division labor is a very significant trait of the capitalism, and it brings a high level of efficiency.
But how does this link to fertility? But
So basically, whom you love and whom you have kids, and who's gonna raise your kid, and
damn, dude, I think you're onto something. That makes sense to me.
yeah,
Like, yeah, it will capitalism breaks things down into its part and then makes it ultra efficient. And right now, having a partner who you get all your love with, who you also have a baby with, who like does it fills these like 12 different roles, will be
yes.
separated into each different role in
Nearly
more efficient.
100 years ago, we have to live in tribes because we need one people to cook for the entire family, one people to go fetch all the wools, and the other taking care of all the babies. But not in the future. It's all strangers taking care of each other.
Damn, bro. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're onto something with that.
It's just a very like shower thought. That's not monetizable or anything. Just cool to think about.
No, I like that. I like that.
All right, what do you got
I'll
next?
be thinking about
I'm done with
it.
it.
I ain't got anything. I actually have to bounce. I've
Wait,
oh, well, my sis.
is your sister?
We're 1 out of 10. It's my sister's wedding this weekend. I need to go get a haircut. I'm getting my eyebrows done. I've never got my eyebrows done. The bushy ass. Have you ever got your eyebrows done?
Never. I don't have. I have very shallow eyebrow. I think it's Asian gene,
No.
and I have a very shallow brow bone. Like
Really?
like this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I get pretty bushy eyebrows, so I need to go get them cut. We'll
that's
see what
good.
that's like.
A
But
very
yeah.
high T level feature, right?
Bro, would you wanna potentially come to an Indian wedding with me next year?
Your sister's marrying my Indian husband.
No, 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 no.
Your mom getting remarried?
Those. Um, the editor that I've worked with for like 4 years plus on Jamie Tree
Mm.
was getting married next year, and he invited me to his wedding. I've known him for years. Never met him in person, but he invited me,
Sure.
and it's like a very traditional wedding in the
Good.
north of India. But I don't think I'd want to go alone.
Yeah.
I've never been to India. I don't know if
Seriously.
you'd want to come with me to India, but I think it would be a cool experience to go to like a traditional Indian wedding and just see what the experience is like.
I'm kind of down, but I heard it's a headache to get a visa. They don't have tourism visa.
Oh,
They
really?
don't have business visa. Yeah,
I didn't know that. Okay,
it's kind of hard.
interesting. Um, well, it's not 100% confirmed, but like just maybe next year. What's on your hit list for like places to go, places to be?
I w- like. I want to go island hopping in the Caribbeans. I want to go Brazil a lot. It has a very booming digital nomad scene, in Argentina for its white culture. This is the last European country left in the world, and Poland.
Oh, um, I'm in Poland for a wedding next year, 100%, in July.
Uh-huh.
If, um I wanna do a Europe thing next year if you wanna do a Europe.
Ooh. So I did my last one riding the trains. I don't know if you want to drive this one or train hopping this one. Either would be cool.
Oh, dude, driving would be sick. We just drive, country to country.
I'm so down. I'm gonna hype for
Bro,
that.
dude, I'm so glad we're friends because I was I was talking to Josh about this the other day. This is gonna sound a little dark. Since being back from Bali, I've and bro, since blowing my Instagram up, I've kind of been circling this nihilistic pit of nihilism. And it's not very depressing, but it's kind of depressing in that I've done few cool achievements in my life, like quitting 9 to 5. I have a whole bunch of YouTube plugs.
Mhm.
I made my first million when I was 26. I blew up an Instagram account, have a cool personal brand. I run ultra marathons, done like any like big goal. I've had girlfriends, done the casual sex scene, not done the thing. I've been extremely dialed with fitness. I've been like completely off the edge with partying and drinking. I've come to the conclusion that like you're always kind of the same, bro. It's like like I can't say even when I was working a 9 to 5 that I was necessarily at a lower day to day like level of happiness. You're always just kind of like at a 6 or a 7 out of 10 and you're like randomly have these bumps up and randomly have these like dips below. But it's like I could be healthy, like living a super like dialed in healthy life. I could be like playing video games all day. Like it doesn't matter. You're always kind of the same like baseline level. You could be earning a lot of money, you could not be earning a lot of money. And once you've done enough, because I kind of thought the personal brand and Instagram thing would be like, I don't know, almost like a magic bullet. Like things would be it would be cooler than it was. It would be like more fun or like more rewarding,
Mhm.
but it wasn't. And I've found that with like 10 different things now. It's like,
Mhm.
even when I got like shredded in Thailand and super fit, it was cool, but it wasn't that cool. It wasn't
Yeah, yeah.
as cool as I thought it would be. Um, and I found that with everything, bro. And it kind of leaves me like kind of nothing is worth doing when you realize that. It's like, because like you could be making a shitload of money per month, but I guarantee you probably feel the exact same that you feel now. So it's like the only thing I think is super cool is hanging out with your boys and traveling with your boys. That is like still by far, dude. That is like I've found nothing, no experience that is more fun than that. So the more I can infuse that in my life, the better, bro.
So in Chinese, we have this saying, 男人至死是少年. Basically, it means a man remains a boy in his spirit until his death. That's why you see Dan Bilzerian go. He has everything in the world, money, girls, and he go play paintball with his boys every day. Jesse
Yeah,
Eastler,
bro.
he do like yearly challenge with his best friends every day, right? The Sean Puris, they host basketball camps or whatever with their clique. So, and I today I saw this reel of a father and son. The son is about 6 or 7 years old. They guess what they did? They go ding dong people's doors at their neighborhood and said the father
Yeah,
told
bro.
is the one of the core memories of childhood, and he wants to be part of it. Wow, that's the dad of the year.
It's so true, bro. And yeah, it's even like when I look back across the years, the cool achievements, quote unquote, that society would say are cool, they don't stand out to me at all. It doesn't stand out to me when I got my 100K plaque. It doesn't stand out to me when I was doing 50K a month on YouTube or when I was making a certain amount of money. What stands out are like when me and you went to fucking Rawai, when we went Hajan Loop, when like these different trips with the boys or going out with the boys.
Yeah, a couple words like bro, we've never even done camping yet and cook in the
I
wild.
know, dude. Like just being around a
That's bro.
campfire, bro.
We've never fished from the fucking river and cook it on a grill. Oh, this is
Yeah,
bro. I'll be ashamed to my son that I've never did that.
I
But
know. We got to do that, dude. It's kind of sad, but I genuinely think they are the most fun things. Is like sitting
couple
around a
keywords are
campfire.
experiences, adventure. All my best memories are like freezing cold on the top of a mountain. I watched sunset above the clouds, watch volcanoes erupting with my travel buddies, and push the rock down a bridge, see the water splash. Those are the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
core
Bro,
manhood.
here's the other thing. The best memories in my mind. have no correlation to money either. So a good way to like illustrate this is me and James went to a we did it for his birthday when we were living in Bangkok. We went to a 2 Michelin star German restaurant
Yeah.
and it was awesome. It was fun and it was very memorable. But when me, you, and Josh went to that fucking Taylor Swift buffet, that was just as fun as memorable, and I'd put them at the exact same enjoyment level, but one
Yeah.
didn't cost thousands of dollars, the other one cost, like, $5 or some shit. But, like, the enjoyment level was the exact same, bro. It's like so there's no correlation to money at all because it was just hanging out with the boys, like, having a
Very
fucking
true.
story and, like
Trump preached it every single day. He said, beyond the level of comfortness, you're only competing for status, which is a very meaning null goal to compete in.
dude, so true. And, yeah, that shit never ends. All these games never end, bro. You can never have enough money. You can never have enough status. You can never be fit enough. You can never have enough girls. You can never have enough pleasure. Uh,
Whenever you thought, hey, I'll be happy with 1 million net worth, it's always double that, always double that.
exactly, bro.
Net worth.
Exactly. Um, so, yeah, bro, it's so weird. Just this realization of like the Instagram thing was really the last thing because I really thought, like,
It's what
not
can
it.
bring me true happiness, one for all.
Yeah, bro. That is like I'm gonna be like networking like crazy. I'll get tons of inbound from chicks, and you get a little bit of that, but it's like it's not a magic bullet. Like,
Yeah.
it's not some magic, like, step change to your quality of life that I, for some reason, thought it would be. Um, and I think moving forward, a huge focus on, like, hanging out with your boys and trips with your boys will be the best way to and Josh had the exact same view, bro. He was like, "Yeah, the best times are when, he was either living with the boys or on trips with the boys." And I was like, "Dude, it's like" and you have to protect that shit so much, bro, because as you get older, it just gets
People
harder and
always,
harder.
"Oh, I'm so busy with work now. Oh, I have to pick up my son from the school. I always have my wife, blah, blah, blah." It's always once I did this, then I can finally be happy once and for all after. It's never true. You have to get this.
So Um, so yeah, bro. Poland next year, do a Europe trip. Maybe we fucking try and camp
Yeah.
somewhere in somewhere. Um, have you ever done sail Croatia?
No. Like, on a
I've,
boat?
I've yeah, I've always wanted to do that, bro. If you'd want to do that,
Let's do that. I did from Italy to Turkey, a sailing trip. I did that
that's pretty cool.
for 2 weeks in a
Sa-
catamaran.
Sail Croatia is like you live on a like a sailboat for like a week or 2 weeks, and so my mum just walked in and looked at me. You live on a sailboat for like 2 weeks. There's a bunch of other people on the boat, and you go from like I don't know island to island and all around there.
And have you been on a cruise, like a proper gigantic American?
I have with my family, but not with like friends. You
Gotcha.
want to do that?
I have yet to experience that.
It's
I'm
pretty
sure.
boring, but I did it with my family, so I think with a friend would be a lot different.
Imagine all the pranks you could be pulling off with the bros. It would be a lot of fun.
Dude, I really want to live with like in a compound with my bros or like I love living with friends. But
What I forgot which study, but basically living within 5 minutes with your best friends, and you can serendipitously run into each other without planning is one of the best happiness boosters of
oh,
one's life.
dude, 100%. I can 100% see why that is.
And I don't know if I told you this before, but in Shenyang, my hometown, like my two grandmas and my dad, like all live very close with each other, and just showing up at one's door without prompting is a huge, like, it just makes bring joys to me. You can just knock
We
door.
yes, we need to keep this front of mind as like just towards the future because I think that's so important, man. Um and it's dude, where I live now, it's like there's no serendipitous running into anyone. It's very suburbs. Like I don't run into fucking anyone I know. Um and it's so depressing. It's unbelievably depressing. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's why you see all those app mafia boys. They're a different. Probably like one is 100 mil, one is a 1 mil, but they all enjoy each other's company and they need each other.
Dude,
So
see what they're doing living in a big ass house, that shit would be
and just
jokes, man.
oh, the streaming, the fucking even they wreck their new Lamborghini. You'll be a fucking cool vlog. And I
Exactly, bro.
know we're
Yeah.
gonna be part of that experience.
Yeah. Alright, well, bro, let's think about this. Maybe we should live in the vicinity of each other for, like, a month or 2 next year. See what it's like. Um,
And we also other like America.
fucking hate each other. Well, I think the key is you don't live in the same living quarters, but it's like, you know how in college you, like, live in the same building, but you all have your own, like, private space? I think that's key.
Yeah,
I think,
gotcha.
like,
Or
I lived
separate
with
bedrooms, but communal kitchen and living room.
I've done me, Josh, and James lived
Oh,
together
I
2 or
never
3
done.
years ago. I,
Yeah.
like, obviously, you have different bedrooms, but then you have a shared, kitchen and bathroom, and you do fucking like, you get on each other's unless maybe if you
Yeah.
had a cleaner, bro, because it was always you got, like, how clean people left, like, the kitchen and how clean people left the bathroom and stuff like that. I think if you had a daily cleaner, you wouldn't give a fuck. Um,
I have never
you
experienced
have
that
to be thoughtful of us.
to speak on that yet. Gotcha.
Um, it's always cleanliness, though. It's always cleanliness. Oh, you gotta get pissed at James for, he would leave the bro, he would leave this is TMI, but we used to call it the Jom's Delight because he would
Like,
leave the fucking toilet like a war crime, and we're like yeah,
I don't know how Rachel is putting up with that.
nuts bro, nada.
Uh, for in about a little over a week, the New York Fashion Show is coming, so I
Oh,
still don't
that's
think
cool.
I'm gonna do with that. Is but I already have some sort of experience. They're very pompous people.
Yeah. Well, you can float around, meet some models, bro. Some fellow models, I should say.
Haha, I they want they want a like a different type of guy, not me. I can tell you that.
What type of guy?
Like you know Dubai Habibi type
Oh, really? They want to buy a movie, okay.
or Hollywood director that will that they can sleep with in exchange for a role for a cast. I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, bro, I gotta wrap this part. I gotta go with my eyebrow.
All right,
That's good.
bro.
That's
Us. When are you gonna do your Ironman? I see your calendar behind you. So when are you gonna speak again? Like what like milestones would you hit by then?
I would have done my first half Ironman. I'm if I don't get better soon, I might have to pull out. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
It's still so sick, bro. It's so bad.
Yep.
But hopefully I've done my first half Ironman.
When is there?
Upgrading. It's in just over 3 weeks.
Okay.
Um, let's talk about Alex Hormozy. Let's speed listen to that book, and we can discuss if there's anything interesting in there.
Are you gonna stay in Sydney for September?
I'm undecided. I'm gonna go to the wedding and then see. Um, if I
Where?
go anywhere, it'll be
Rawai.
yeah. I love that place, bro. I love it. I love it. The other thing is, bro, when I left, I'd built up a every Monday. It was we called it something like the digital mastermind at 6 a.m. And I would just run every Monday at 6 a.m. 5Ks. And then random people started joining me and we started calling it the digital entrepreneurs. And yeah, really fit people, everyone earning money online and would just meet at the beach on Mondays and would run and then get coffee. And it was like I was building up like a nice community thing and then I had to leave. So
Yeah.
I think with a bit more time there, I could build something up. The only problem is dating is ass there, bro. I think I'll be forever alone if I spend like forever there, but
Or
who knows? Who knows, bro?
yeah. All right. So the Hormozy book and play around with the vibe coding.
Oh, yeah.
I'll talk to you again once I get some progress in that.
Yeah, sweet, sweet. Keen.
Also, time fucking flies, bro. It's been like a month since we last speak. The last one feels like I was just in this room and you were traveling, but it feels like
Dude, yeah, crazy. It is crazy. We'll fucking blink and the next month will go by, man.
Yeah, we'll pull up this clip next month.
We're gonna be 30 soon, bro.
Don't tell me that,
I
bro.
know, I know.
Not me, not me.
Oh, dude, here's something super depressing I'll leave on. When 30 is about the age where you flip from, this is sad. I was talking to ChatGPT about it. 30 is about the median age. So when you're above 30, it's about 32 actually, but when you're above that age, you are now in the older 50% of people in the world. When you're under that, you're in the younger 50% of people in the world. So it's like you are now in the older half of the world population. Isn't that fucking scary?
I was talking to my mom and also my grandma. They said, "I remember I was your age like that." Bro, that kinda hit me.
I know, bro. I know. It makes me scared. It makes me feel like I need to have kids and shit. Like it freaks me out a bit, man.
And, so when I was in Thailand, disclaimer, I like, okay, I need to pause this recording.
Aging is that everyone you know is going through the same thing. It's like all of your friends, everyone you've dated, like all your siblings, like everyone is like aging at the same time. So it's like they're going through the exact same thing, but it's like, bro, the other thing I hate is like seeing like F1 drivers that are your age, these young kids on YouTube that are like as crushed.
Right, yeah.
It's like, oh my God, man.
And all those you know, the 17, 18-year-old millionaires on YouTuber, they're calling us old guys.
I know, bro. I know.
Oh, bro, we are the old ones that's slow to the new advancement of technologies. Although
Dude, we're unk, bro. We're unk, man. Dude, soon it's gonna be I can't what was life like before AI, bro? Oh my God.
yeah, all the newborns that today, like, or like 10 years ago, they would be just be born with it. It is supposed to be part of the life.
How weird is that, man? Like, that we were born before the iPhone, before the internet, before, like, all this shit. Crazy, man. It's sad. I don't wanna think about it anymore. Let's still talk about it.
And contemplate my whole life strategy.
Bro, let's just take 5 years off our age, and we're 22 now, and no one has to know.
Uh, in another regard, no, let's say let you make X million of dollars in the next 20 years. You are now, I don't know, 47. You give up all that money just to be this age and this young again. You give up
Facts,
any.
bro. So and there's some things that you age out of. So, like, when we're 50, we're not gonna be going and enjoying the nightlife in Spain or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
We're not gonna be doing a sail trip when we're 50, you know?
I loved playground when before I was 10 years old. I loved video games before I was 20 years old. Now I could play all day long, but I'm no longer interested. So I have to do the backpacking, the European trip in my 20s.
Fuck, man. Alright, we gotta do it next summer because,
Uh,
we'll be tw yeah, we'll both be 28, um, and I feel like any older is too old. You can't be the
we, we,
29-year-old guy.
we dedicate ourselves to those supposed career to get what? Cash or money to that which cannot buy back what we sacrificed, the time
Yeah.
we
Facts,
used to
bro.
get it.
Alright,
And
bro.
it is on.
Next summer, we're having a big something in Europe.
Okay,
Backpacking or driving around. I don't
okay,
know. We're doing something.
I'm down.
Um,
Have you seen this exercise? You're 78 years old, you're dying on your deathbed of cancer, all your grandchildren are surrounding you, you close your eyes. Do you know this exercise? They do this like in meditation or something. You imagine, you wish you're in 20s so you can relive your life, remember all your mistakes, chase that girl, ask her out, like say sorry to your long lost friend, make amendments with your enemy, and now you wake up, you realize, oh, you're at 20s. So now go live your life, son.
let's do that exercise and then think about what we wish we had done, and then come back next podcast and break it down. I'd really need to think about that,
Yeah, I could do the same.
dude. Okay, we're getting so off topic, but just straight off the rip, my first thought is that you are eventually going to meet a girl and have kids. And those relationships will be so meaningful that even the shit that we would do would pale in comparison to the love you have probably for your son or your daughter, or your family. And most of the thoughts on your deathbed would be surrounding them. Because
Yeah.
imagine, God forbid, like when my parents are on their deathbed, I don't think they're gonna be thinking back on their 20s and they were when they were traveling through Europe. I think they'd be thinking about their kids and all the family time and the, like, extended family and stuff. So okay, bro, here's an even more to
Okay.
think about. Um, m People on their deathbed, they get asked if they could go back to any point in their life and relive it, and the most common answer is not their 20s, it's their early to mid-30s.
Huh.
And the the reason why is people don't look back on what was the time in their life that they had the most freedom and the most fun, but the time they would most wanna return to was the time in their life that the most people depended on them and they had the most responsibility. So normally in your early 30s, you have a wife, you have some young kids, you're probably somewhat established in your career, you have employees, like you are at the center of this little universe and a lot of people depend on you. And people find that part of their life the most fulfilling and the
Mm,
best time of any time of their life. Because then as their kids get older, they don't depend on them as much. And like as like you get into your 40s and 50s, less and less people depend on you. But everyone would go back and they're like, that was the best part of my life. And I wish I could go back to that stage of my life. So in that scope, the best part of our life is still to come. The time that everyone would prefer to go back on is still to come.
pretty good coping. I like it there.
Exactly.
Anyway, bro, I loved speaking with you. It's probably one of my favorite monthly things.
Hey, bro. Same.
Contemplate. You bring out the juice in my brain, which would have never been there, and you bring out the best of me. Thank you, bro.
Bro, likewise, I reflect it all back to you. It's always a highlight, and I'm so glad that I have someone to bounce these things off because yeah,
Yeah.
dude,
If I start listening to the camera, you'd be like talking to the black hole into the abyss. But you can ram off me. You're the only person that I know.
yeah, bro, and it's so refreshing having someone like that, and that you don't have to fill in all these context windows and like sort of ways of thinking. It's super refreshing, bro. So appreciate it, and dude, we got to do something next year.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna go cry in the shower and
Yeah, same, bro. Same.
small.
Peace, bro. Good stuff. All right, see ya.